Well, we won with friends, we won by ourselves, and we win with strangers on the internet. I wish I had done this a little bit sooner. I figured the sooner that you do the boss, the more likely you're gonna get like true randoms opposed to like the veterans. It depends though. A lot of the veterans come back because of the new content. Well, we'll do Wilder first, because much easier with him. And then we'll do Duchess. And Cry. Another month already. Yep, time doth fly. 52 months, my god. How you doing, Zerd? I love this game's aesthetic. I really like Night Rain. It's, if they keep it up, and they can do some good solid updates, a few more bosses, and the, add more shifting earth, bring back some more Dark Souls enemies and stuff, this probably is going to be my favorite game. It's tough, though. Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1 are pretty great. Cat going for the shoes. Hey, we have a rare Duchess player. Will they be a twat, though? Every Duchess I've seen lately has used the Dark Wraith skin, which is kind of odd because I think it looks terrible. And I love Dark Wraith, but the Dark Souls 3 version of Dark Wraiths look awful. I don't know why they didn't use the Dark Souls 1 version. Also, it's incredibly random for Duchess. But maybe that's the point. Although none of the other characters really have, like, costumes that are, like, the opposite of what you would expect. That was almost a good grapple hook. Alright, time for murder. Nothing great here. Sometimes you get a really nice effect from the starting camp, like less damage at full HP or something like that. Alright, let's see what we got here. Might as well murder this. What do you think of Jack cheese? I don't even know what that is. Probably some cheese flavor I've not had. I'm gonna shock you, chat. Due to the fact that I don't really like cheese, I don't try many of them. Now, there are some rare cheeses, like Pepper Jack, that I'm okay with, but, what do you mean fake cheese enjoyer? I'm always talking about how much I don't like cheese. That's like all I fucking talk about. When cheese comes up, it's like, I don't like that shit. Oh, you named your cat that. That's funny. This is good for Duchess, but they're not here, so I'll take it. I love that effect on Duchess. How has she not killed that camp yet? Like, they literally, like, ran off there at the very start, like, and ignored the small camp. Okay. Why is it always... Dude, look, I like playing Duchess, right? And they have this, like, reputation for being that guy that runs off on their own and then just dies, right? And, like, this man is just feeding into the stereotype right now. And look, I don't have an issue with people soloing. I really don't. I thought I had a key. But, like, don't bite off more than you can chew, for God's sakes. Like, someone going off and doing their own thing can actually be very good for, your soul production. Holy fuck. I'm level 3, by the way. I don't remember him hitting that hard. Yeah, probably gonna need that. Rah. Since when did this guy kick so much ass? Oh, that's not great. Don't mind me. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't remember. And it's only 10,000 souls. That was so much harder than I remember him ever being. And like, I fought him in Night Rain several times. Where the fuck is... And they quit. Dude, that Duchess is just like the Duchess player of all time. Right? They just go off on their own, ignore the team, which again, that alone is not that big of a deal, but then they die a bunch because they're not actually good, and then they quit. So and it's dumb too because like dying is not that big of a deal. Like, just get your souls back. Like that was just, I can't, they always have that Dark Wraith skin. Like I was watching Ouroboros play the other day and the exact same thing happened. And like, I swear to God, I'm not trying to be a solo hater or a Duchess hater, but you know, they keep being officially that guy. Let's see. Flame Flamberge is okay. Let's see. We should go to the castle. Unless it's trolls, and then fuck it. Also, I'd just like to point out that that Duchess was dying over and over to the easiest camp, I think, in the game. It's trolls. I'm pretty sure it's fucking trolls. Oh, God. Maybe we kill, like, one of these guys, then bail the fuck out. Oh my God, the Duchess came back. Good old, honestly, there's just so many ads here. Guessing the Duchess rage quit, and then they came back and saw that message where you can rejoin and you get penalized if you don't. Damage negation's fine. Lightning attack power. I mean, if I don't have any lightning, but if I get some. Fucking Iron Eye, dude. Broken character. Ow. But I don't want to go downstairs. I should be using Flamberge on these guys. This Ironizer Trooper, though. What? My relics must be messed up. I may not have any relics equipped. Because I don't have 2 skills, and there's no world that should be the case. That would explain why I didn't have my key. How would my relics have gotten unequipped? What the fuck? I don't ever use those. I don't even... I like how I have 2 relics equipped and not 3. Well, use them if you got them. But just finally joined the team. Although, like, I seriously, I have no issue with people that want to solo. It's just you need to like actually live and get souls. Like, if they're actively out there, you know, killing shit and getting the team more runs, it's great. Like, sometimes splitting up like that's really efficient. But he did not do that. I hate only having one grapple hook. I am so confused how my relics got messed up. Game, hello. It sucks too because we should have another Evergel key if my relics weren't messed up, and then I should be getting the attack boost from doing them. But that's so weird. Like those are not relics that I've used like at all. I'm a firm believer that the Mimic tier is not good. The only time I ever used it was when I wanted to do the special ending, but that was a long time ago. No need to do a full ult. Do we have a key? Honestly, we can get over there through the mine, and I could use a mine. Or not. Actually, we could probably still get through. It's like the mine's going in the direction of the tree, so it's not bad. Might be able to get that Evergel too, we'll see. Got double bleed, that's good. Whooped his ass. Bleed is so effective. And especially if two people have it, like you build it up so quick. I don't know about this Evergel, we'll see. It's one of the easier ones, you could probably do it. Sucks I don't have a key. I don't think this is happening. I'm about to have my ult though. Okay, well that was good. Yay, game delaying the grace for some fucking reason. And then my grapple hook fails. Well, that's certainly a run of all time. So seriously, what the hell are my relics right now? Like, I just don't get, how did this happen? Like, why isn't there a third one especially? And not only are those relics I don't ever use, but if I did use them, I would think I would at least put a third one on. I like how it locked onto the enemy way the hell out there. Ooh, close. What an annoying boss. Brace check. Can you have a second boss on day 1? Huh, I thought it was only on day 2. I'm not sure I've ever seen that. Oh, Lord. Man, we have bleed. Well, he didn't die, no biggie. Well, it's nice to get some extra souls. Not very good loot, but not bad. All said and done there. All right, we definitely want the lightning. What's your spicy food tier list? I mean, there's so much spicy food that's kind of hard. I will say this. Habanero-based things are very high on my list. I'm a huge fan. Like habanero sauces and things like that. Big fan of red pepper, crushed red pepper, and all that kind of stuff. I guess I don't need the default sword anymore if I got that. I can make that a purple too. Alright. I might as well kill this guy. That's fine. They probably have the Everjail thing. Oh no, they want to do that. No, it's going. Okay, whatever. I'm going to Everjail because, like, I think they have the thing to get more attack power from it. So it just makes more sense. Team was very split there. Well, that was a camp. God damn it, Duchess. I know I pinged that, but then I changed my ping. I mean, as long as you get their souls back, it's fine. Like, jalapenos are very good. I keep forgetting I have the fire buff thing. I'm so used to having 2 grapple hooks, I'm spoiled. Got him. Think he's 20k? Yep. Don't like my weapon art much. I really wish to give you a way to change your weapon art. Oh, right, the other one's down below. Get him out of here. Oh, this is a great item. It's good on Duchess, but they probably already got something. I don't know, poise wasn't really worth anything, so I could have just dropped it. We already did most of the castle. Honestly, we should do this, but I don't think they're gonna. Like, the more lightning loot opportunities we get, the better. But I'm happy with this thing. Shame, though, the passive on it is for dual wielding. Most people don't naturally do well with spicy food. It's generally something you have to build a tolerance to. And it helps if you start at a young age. When you get older, it's harder to do that. And some people just have, you know, stomach issues and things like that are just going to make it very hard for them to have spicy food. Just is what it is, unfortunately. Probably Royal Revenant. Oh, no. That's not half as bad. I don't know how he vacuum shot him like that, but sure. Yeah. Still had the soul boost thing going. Could try to get the guy on the roof. For a high enough level, that should be doable. But yeah, I started at a very young age with hot food, and it wrecked me at first, but totally used to it now. Man, the troll version of the castle really is the worst one. It's the hardest. It's very difficult to not take damage while doing it, and it gives the least souls. Doesn't take the longest, I guess, when I think about it, but it's definitely the hardest. I messed up. I shouldn't have ulted until he put the mark on him, but oh well. Ow. Oh man. I gotta corrupt my heal like that. Bunch of souls, I like it. None of this is good. Might as well head to the snow place now. Guy right there. Lots of easy loot in here. This guy also drops loot. Nothing great. I did not mean to do that. I'm a goat, though. That is probably the silliest weapon art in the game, and I'm pretty sure they knew that when they made it. That ult damage. Jeez. Well, we're not fighting a dragon. He does do holy damage, though. Yeah, it's probably better to... Like, the HP recovery is not that important. Could try to do that real quick. We're doing real good, though. We'll have 15 with a bit to spare. Like everyone's got at least a purple, yep. No point in riposting, better off hitting both targets. That was a lot of damage. Okay, more holy damage negation. Sure, alright. Pretty tanky then against the boss. And we're 15, love it. Means all the souls we get from the ending here, we can just put towards, like, potions or whatever. Yeah, having an ult that actually does something is pretty swell. I find the game to just be so much harder on Duchess, especially solo, because of that. And people are like, oh, but her dodge is so good. It's not that good. And I really gotta stress this. You generally get hit on Wilder, Duchess, Recluse, whoever, because you were, like, you misjudged when the boss could attack, right? Not that you, like, rolled too soon or rolled too late. You normally get hit because, like, you just can't roll at all. So it just doesn't really matter. I don't really find, like, I don't find Wilder harder to play because his roll's not as good. Because his roll's still good enough, right? It's plenty. And you have more health. So it's like, who gives a shit? I will say, though, I do think the melee characters are universally harder to play than the ranged ones. In team play, anyway. Like, having to be near the enemy makes the game a hell of a lot harder. It's also a lot harder on stam management and stuff like that. I think I'll save my ult. I don't think we're gonna have a hard time killing this. Don't even care. I did so little damage. Oof. I will say this about Duchess, though. If she gets kitted, she is very, very strong at that point. You know, obviously, if anyone gets kitted out, they're going to be strong. But if you get, like, good damage negation, great weapons, maybe a good status effect, you couple that with the strong dodge, and then you're just, like, amazing. Like, if you're not fragile because you have, like, damage negation and shit like that, and you have the good dodge, and you have, like, status effects, so you don't really need an ult, then she's super busted. But, I mean, so is a lot of the other characters. Getting perfect loot makes you powerful. Who would have thought? I am covered in blood. Glint blades are pretty good. They're nice for keeping up posture damage. Like, they'll poke in so the boss doesn't reset the posture. I think they should have mimic bosses. Risk of Rain has a setting where you can make it where every 10 minutes an evil clone of your team will show up. And they have the items you have and stuff. So you have to, like, kind of think about what you pick up. It's pretty interesting. Might as well drop this. This could be good at the start of the fight, but we'll just grab these. All right. think we lost some of the blood.
Hey.
Well, hey, our Duchess pulled it together. I do think they rage quit. I just think they came back. But, you know, they got to a decent level and they got good equipment, right? So, no problem. That barely hit. Damn it. My combos. Sanic. Okay, our team got pretty fucked up there. Oh, fuck, I'm kind of far. They got it. Oh, we super got it. So he cures his own corruption here. Like, he stabs his arm with his spear to purify it. So he, like, overcomes the night bullshit. Like, what a badass. Oh, I've never seen him do that. Like, summon a bunch of clouds for each player. That's cool. I was just saying I wanted him to do that. Oh, man down. I think Iron Eyes got it. If not, I can do it. No, he's got it. All right, here we go. Get me the hell out of there. Oh god, it's the big one. They need to improve his tracking at the start of that, because it's too easy to get far away from him. Because the tracking at the beginning is so poor. Like, that attack is supposed to be his main threat, and it kind of isn't. I deserve that. Hawk. Also, that explosion needs to make a shockwave you need to jump over. Like, it's just, there's not enough to it. Damn it. See, look at that. His tracking is so bad at the start. So when he gets to the second part, you're gone. Yeah, they really need to buff that. Cool guy down. Feels bad. What a champion, though. But yeah, that big flurry attack of his, it's just way too easy to make him whiff the first part of it. And I'm not saying it needs to be like waterfowl, like tracking, but like, it's kind of messed up. Okay, we have now won with randoms, friends, and solo. Well, we should really win with Duchess as well. Like Wilder's kind of strong, if you didn't know. A lot more challenging though. Like I solo is like the difficulty kind of varies depending on what character you're playing. Like solo's pretty easy for Raider, big time. Not too bad for Wilder either. But I do feel like solo is harder for Duchess than team play, unless your team is like garbage. Burb, man, I wish I wanted to play Bird, but it's not fun because the blocking mechanic is just done so poorly. I mean, it's just he feels so broken. Like he does not feel like he does not function correctly. Like it's so obnoxious trying to do the block. It's a good idea, right? And his skill is fun and his ult is fun. And you know, there's a lot of cool relics for him and stuff, but like just the button inputs for all the block stuff are so bad. I have so little desire to play him. They need to like redo him, I think, Matt, but I don't think they will. I think we're gonna need Night Rain 2 for him to be fixed. Same for Duchess. Like I don't think like Duchess is gonna have a good ult until like they make a different game entirely. Now you could Band-Aid fix some of these things. I mean, Burb, I don't think you can. Duchess, you could do stuff like add a speed buff to her ult, or add a Royal Knight Resolve kind of effect to her buff. Stuff like that. There's things you can do. But Burb, it's like, it comes down to the controls. The controls don't work right. And I'd say it's same for Executor. Like, it's really hard for Executor to be fun with the controls as they are. And I don't see them changing that in the patch. You know, they're not going to take the ability to regular block away from you when it was already there and stuff like that. Do we play team or do we play with randoms? Let's do a solo. We won with randoms is good enough. Fuck it. Whoops. Okay, now that's kind of easy mode. We'll do Duchess because she is by far the hardest character for me to solo with. I just struggled so fucking much here. I actually have an easier time on Recluse when I've done it, honestly. Although Recluse I do find is very susceptible to like RNG. You gotta get some kind of good weapon. But I mean, she scales with everything that has Faith and everything that has Ent, and okay with Dex, so it's really not that bad. It's just you literally don't start off with a melee weapon. Interesting that you're allowed to do this. Oh god, I'm not in solo. No. Don't match, don't match, don't match. Why does it not let you quit even if you're not in a match? That's stupid. Like, it hasn't found anyone and you're not allowed to leave the matchmaking. Ridiculous. I will say, of the characters, though, that I don't play, the one I want to play the most is the Bird. It's just, I find it so frustrating trying to do his input. Like, him and Executor are just not fun to play for me, because, like, the inputs are so awkward. It feels like a chore to play them, right? And, like, that's the last thing I want out of a video game. No, I didn't. I'm not a. What the? Hopefully that works. That worked, and I can't believe you even have to do that. That's so weird that it switched back to Wilder. Oh god, and my relics are probably still wrong on Wilder. We need to fix some things. There's a lot wrong here. Well, that's a lot of churches. I normally don't go that out of my way to grab churches, but might as well. Can't even kill a rat. Bunch of garbage. I don't have enough for level 2. Let's see if I can fix that. I know it's like 3,000 and some change. I need to look up, pay attention here exactly what this costs. I want to say it's like 3,300. $2,600. So pretty close to 4,000 then. I love how at no point did I ever say I didn't know what the button input was. That is not what I said. That is not the problem. Alright, time to fight a golem. Let's see if, what is up with my relics, dude? And that'll do, but no, key. Gentlemen. Guess I'm killing them. Okay, that'll do. My amazing ult that does nothing. I like how the boss just keeps on stomping, so it's like really doesn't do anything. Did not think that would hit me. Okay, less likely to be targeted. Jump attacks, that's pretty useless. Dagger jump attacks aren't exactly great in PvE. Oh, might as well take that. I just had 2222 souls. Well, no need to be rude to strangers, you know. Tell that to Twitch, though. That's something that really bothers me on the internet. Is just, and some of it is not like intended, right? It's like people just having bad social skills. But like, because a lot of people don't touch grass, you'll have people that just are unbelievably rude, right, on the internet. And it's just like, what is wrong with you, right? Like their first message in a Twitch chat will be like backseating or some bullshit, and it's just like, what, you know, whatever happened to hello? Green is playing the best character in the game. Yeah, I mean, got good drip, but who does have the best drip though? Let me see. If we're talking default, like not skins. I don't know, that's tough. Like for skins, I'd probably say Wilder or Raider. I do not like this one. It's not as Duchess anyway. This guy doesn't like giving you a turn. It's his Xbox. I really thought I could dodge in time there. Sometimes you just have to accept you can't attack a bunch of times in a row with daggers. They're definitely an enemy like that. And getting 3 swings in is just not happening. Hype easily. I feel tired after touching grass. Look, I like going outside. It's nice. Now, that's an easy boss, but kind of depends on his stats here. I'm probably better off doing the mine, because there's a real chance that I'm just not going to find a good weapon. Let's hope that doesn't happen, though. I'm starting to lean towards starting with a bleed dagger, though, in case you don't find something good. You can at least kill things like trolls quickly, where if you don't start off with bleed or frostbite, like, it is so hard for Duchess to kill, like, the mine troll here quickly. And no ult is rough. Fuck. Didn't hit him in the head. That shield weapon art really messed me up there. Shame I missed that last swing. I would have gotten a free skill activation if I hadn't. That's nice. What? Okay, well, at least we got it. Okay, maybe he didn't need that ult, but it's not like I had some other pressing matter for it. This is a decent staff, but fuck it, we'll take the purple. Magic attack power can be good. Magic negation. Full HP. Proof sorceries, I mean, you never know. You know what? I will take another blue. If I can, in case I find a white staff, that's good. I don't want to delete any of that, though. Green, I was climbing rocks and trees outside, so I didn't touch grass. Does it count? Yeah, it counts. There's grass around trees, right? What to do? Go this way and see what's in the castle. We might just grab that church real fast, so I don't have to worry about flasks anymore. Is there any lightning?
No. Why is this game like that?
Trees are just taller grass. Exactly. I wish I could parry right now. Or kick. Really? That attack is so bullshit. Like the tracking on it. I should have upgraded my dagger. So I'd be doing more damage. Fuck it, I can do it right now. That kill rate is atrocious. I could drop an item and then get access to kick. Kicking those guys is quite handy. I should have checked what he was selling first. Shield needs to go. Not like I'm blocking. Oh yeah, it's way better. Let's see, I got a bit of time. Even if I don't kill one of these guys, I can fuck them up for later. You know, using the dismounter would not have been crazy. It's got decent deck scaling. Bro. You want to counterattack at any point here? Good enough. That's why kick is nice. When they turtle like that, you can just kick and be done with it. I should have come out here sooner so I could have grabbed the brace. Proof sorceries. Doesn't look like we're going to get any. Jump attacks don't matter. Sorry, Mr. Crab. I'm sitting on a crap load of souls. Oh, it's Wormface! Yay! Shame I don't have the get runs when you get a backstab relic equipped. A lot of freebies here. All right. I may have stayed in a little too long there. Who the fuck designed this boss? Like, time wasting the boss. Stand back. Oh, I'm so happy right now. I'll take the heal, honestly. That was a tough call, though. I don't see us critting the boss much is the main thing. Yeah, somebody always says me. Somebody's always like, I did it. I wanted you to have a bad day. Yeah, I've seen that with Executor. That's kind of neat. I guess it's probably because they don't have a death animation, like a tree death animation, for the dog form thingy. Yeah, I don't think it's even close. Duchess's ult is just atrocious. And like the people that try to argue it's not are just cannot do math. It's just not fun. It's straight up not fun. Her skill's not fun either. Hate this boss. This is probably my least favorite boss. Just awful. Like, he just instantly kills you, and then, like, because you're trying to hit him, because you have so few opportunities to do that, because he just runs away constantly. Such a garbage boss. I don't like Night Cavalry either, but they don't have a bunch of fucking range attacks to make it extra annoying. But it's the same principle. It's just bosses that run away are not fun. Like, they're both designed where it's like they run away, so then you try to hit them and they just hit trade with you. It's like garbage. Like, what you're supposed to do is, you know, be patient in a game that, you know, rewards you not being patient. Like, look at this. I just have to wait all this bullshit out. Like how I almost instantly died there. Ugh. Great item. Might be worth keeping, this is good too, though. Bleed and damage negation at full HP. I think we take that. Nice to have a bleed option. These guys can't bleed. Why the fuck did that hit me? Guy's being so fucking annoying right now. Of course. What's really annoying is, like, he's the same color as the lighting in here, so I can't fucking tell what he's doing. He's hit me with the stomp so many times because I can't see the fucking animation. And none of that's good. Amazing how much easier this is when you can actually see I love how I have to spend all my time instantly dodging out of my ult because, you know, it does nothing. But everyone else would have done a bunch of damage and then staggered the enemy so the enemy's attack stopped. For Duchess, half the time you ult and you get hit for it. That would have been nice earlier. I do like the Crucible Knights design. Yeah, they're cool. I do think the Taubered Banished Knights are the coolest, though. That really does come out faster than you would expect. That's a good effect. Stance Break is nice too. That's pretty sick. I like getting a shield like that. Makes Duchess less likely to explode. Woo-wee! God, I like Night Rain so much better than regular Elden Ring. Like, the grabs having a telegraph like that, I just think is way better. And there's just some enemies where it's so bullshit, like how similar their grab is to like a normal attack that they do. And so by the time you can like visually confirm what they're doing, it's too late. Okay, that's not gonna work. He's doing smoke. Oh well, good enough. We got a lot done. I hope they do something though for like Recluse, not Recluse, Revenant and Duchess. I think really need some looking at, and Bird, and Executor. Like I don't think Executor's bad, but like his inputs are stupid. I mean, it's like if you're wielding a katana, your block button should just do the parry. I cannot believe how convoluted of a system they came up with when the solution was so easy, and it's just like, he doesn't need to have the regular block. He doesn't. It's stupid. No one is going to use regular block on Executor. And really, same for like Duchess. Duchess doesn't need regular block. Like, fuck it. Like let her pocket watch just be the block button or whatever. Like control smoothness is a huge part of video games. And if they're like, Night Rain's great, but an undeniable flaw of it is how convoluted the controls are. Fuck the Tree Sentinel. Are you playing regular Elden Ring? I'm excited to fight Tree Sentinel again when the Tarnished Edition comes out. Maybe I'll eat those words. I don't think so, but I do dislike how lingering his hitbox is on some of his shield slams. Like some of them feel kind of wrong the way they are. Yeah, I actually have played regular Elden Ring recently, but all I did was the Grafted Scion in the tutorial, and then I stopped. I just was, for some reason, really in the mood to fight him. It was because, like, in Night Rain, I'd kind of forgotten how to fight him properly, and I was like, I kind of wanted to fix that, so... But God, I kept trying to super sprint. Like, the second I got out of the cutscene, I just instantly tried to super sprint, and I was like, God damn it. I hate this boss. Most of what I don't like about this game is not Night Rain specific content, it's fucking content from Elden Ring. Like this lock on his ass, you can't see what he's doing, like garbage. Runs away all of the time. Don't do it again. Don't fucking do it again. Like, why do we need a boss doing a stall move multiple times in a row? It wasn't fun the first time. It's not gonna be fun the next 5. Wait, this guy can bleed. I think. Dude, like by the time you can tell he's doing that attack, it just teleports into the ground and you take a bunch of damage. I like how none of those attacks landed. Like somehow they're missing his hitbox. Yes, game, that's very fair because like the rock made it literally impossible for me to not get hit by that. Without just like sprinting away or some stupid crap. God, who the fuck likes this boss? And he just does it again. Bro, he's doing it again. Okay, no, he's just breathing. Thank God. That wasn't worth it at all. I mean, that guaranteed I'd get level 15, but I was probably gonna get 15 anyway with that soul boost item. Super sprint mod any day now? I hope so. Fuck crouch, dude. I don't give a fuck about crouch. It's good in PvP because of the crouch poke, but I don't care. Much rather have super sprint. I think crouch was a pretty bad decision actually in Elden Ring. Like they have such button issues. Like there's too much functionality, not enough buttons to go around. The last thing we need was a fucking crouch. Like the stealth mechanics are so undercooked. There's just no point. I cannot believe that just hit me from that far away. Alright, we got a decent setup here. Dragon, check. The fact that his head is like a follow-up hitbox there, I just think is so silly. Wow. I feel like we're better off with the dagger against Nameless. That did so little damage. Oh, because it's showing the flame chariot health. God damn it. And like in Dark Souls 3, that breath attack is designed to force you to not stand near him, which I think is lame and is super unfun. So like having the super sprint be able to undo that, I think is just way more fun. Like, no, I don't want to wait around out like in front of him waiting for him to do like very rare attacks and just sitting around like that. It works for Midir because Midir is very active and it's just like constant back and forth. Where this boss, absolutely not. What the hell hit me? Dude's got 1 HP in a dream. Of course. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I got hit by the second one, but okay. Don't mind me, just getting my health back. Why are people always messaging me when I'm streaming, and why does my streaming mode not work anymore? It's weird because I've checked so many times and my streaming mode is on. It's just somehow it's like broken. I don't get it. Maybe I'm using an old version OBS. I need to look into that. Having Bloodborne dodges makes him a lot easier, but he's still pretty tough. I'm surprised it's not modded into Elden Ring already. I think it's because of the crouch. I think that's why. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I have stream mode on, and it just doesn't stop the sounds for some reason. One moment. God, it is so difficult for me to adjust things when I'm streaming PS5. Probably gonna mess the sound up. Oh, nope. It's good. Good thing a second boss didn't spawn. 25 vigor is good enough at the start of the game. No, not really. But, there's, how do I put this? So, it is so easy to do good damage without leveling a damage stat. There's really no reason, like, it's fine to level strength, int, or dex, or whatever a little bit, and to meet the requirement to use whatever you want to use, right? But you should never level a point over that until you have like 40 vigor or even 60 vigor, depending on what point of the game you're in. And people like get mad at that, but it does not matter. Your damage is so high without leveling, you know, beyond the minimum stat requirement. There's just no reason not to do vigor first, because you're going to level it anyway. That's the thing. Unless you're out of your mind, you're going to have to, like it or not, your ass is leveling vigor to 60, right? So you might as well do it at the start when the damage stats aren't needed, and they barely do anything, right? So it's just like every time I play the game seriously, if I'm not like, you know, trying to do a low level challenge or whatever bullshit, I'm getting 40, 50, 60 vigor before I do anything with offensive stats. And like for load capacity, you know, get the jar talisman, and like favor +1 and crap like that. That'll help. Or the seal, Radigan seal, stuff like that. But you know, you don't have to go to 60 right away. You know, you could go to you know, 45 or whatever vigor first. But there's no reason to stop at 25, right? It's just no need at all. And it's pretty easy to get the jar talisman really early on in a playthrough, right? So, 9% attack is not a joke. This is kind of boring because it just makes it like, if I have too many reses, it's just like, there's no way I'm losing. So we'll take the attack here. Although 9% of how little the dagger attack is, maybe it's not that good. Which to use? They do comparable damage now, so that would suggest the bleed is a lot better, but the moveset on the dagger is definitely better than these things. Like, this is just a great moveset for a dagger because it's quick like you would expect, and it goes forward a little bit, right? And it's got a nice wide hitbox. I could totally kill those guys, but there's not much need to. Oh, I guess I could have gotten a passive, actually. Like a flask healing me for more, or an HP up would have been nice. Yeah, I probably should have killed them. But yeah, if you need a level like Vitality or Endurance or whatever it's called in Elden Ring a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like you can't level other stats, but there's no reason to be like pumping, you know, get a super high amount of strength early on or whatever. It's just totally worthless. And same for like endurance. Yeah, like a little bit of endurance won't hurt you, but there's no reason to level a bunch of it. Well, I guess I should buy this because I've got an extra inventory slot. I forgot to use this thing. Whoops. Dude, I could have 3 reses if I wanted. Guess we'll just take that. That's fine. I need to use whip seriously at some point because they've changed it a lot. It's got like it's got riposte animations and backstab animations and stuff. I need to try it out. It's probably good here. Like that's a good hitbox for this. It's got 148 and bleed. Bloodhound step. If there's anything super whack, not terrible. I don't know, I like winning with the default weapon. It's cool. I think we'll try that. If our damage is atrocious, though, we might switch to bleed. Bleed is certainly good with Duchess because of the rewind. Like, no way around that. Alright, big guy. I keep missing. Fuck, I can't really do anything about that. I don't have enough stagger. And R2's not gonna do it. Lucky. No, that was terrible. Oh, I still got it. Worthless ult, though. Got nothing out of it. I love that this guy's able to purify himself and like return to his prior glory. It's just, that's not what you normally see in Souls games. They really need to add a shockwave to this that you gotta jump over. This is way too easy to dodge. Okay, I fucked up like so much there. This attack is super fun to deal with though. This is a really good attack in my opinion. Oh fuck, I lost track. Damn it. Thought I was good. I didn't even like think to dodge because I thought I was plenty far. That was so close to hitting me. Really did not think that would hit me. God damn it, dude. Oh god. That arrow fucked me up. What the fuck? Okay, I don't even know why that shit was hitting me. Like, he doesn't normally go that far forward. Oh god, we're standing in a horrible spot. Won't get to hit him. What? Where's the explosion? Okay, I'm just not gonna underestimate this thing's range at all. Kept getting hit by that. Fuck it. Man, some of the combos he was doing were actually getting kind of wild there. Yeah, that's really cool that he's like, the Souls games are normally about like things getting corrupted and, you know, not working out and things being tarnished, if you will, but that boss gets to like, you know, overcome his own corruption there, and that's really cool. I don't know if it's the boss in their prime always, because like the Gaping Maw is, you know, just more of the same, you know, because he's like super fucked up and his hunger's getting the best of him, and it's like even more of that in his hard mode. So I don't know what the hell the theme's gonna be. I don't know if there really is a theme. I think they're just like, wouldn't it be cool if And I also think they're just like showing the boss more, you know, more of them. You know, it's kind of like complete picture. I really want to see Caligo. Caligo is such a cool boss, and I don't know if this is just a coincidence or if like the I don't think it's a coincidence because FromSoft's pretty deliberate and they work with their composers and everything. But when I did not know what Caligula, what her lore was, and I just fought her for the first time, you know, I knew nothing about her. But just with the music and everything, I was just very much getting the vibe that's like, man, this dragon's seen some shit. I remember thinking that exact thing while I was fighting it. And then when you look at the lore, that's pretty much what their character is about. It's like the dragon's been around since primordial times. You know, and she knows pretty much everything that's gone on and has just been watching the whole time. So you're like killing this ancient creature that just has so much more knowledge like than you do. And that was just like the vibe I got from the song when I didn't even know anything about the character. So they did a really good job with that. Either that or it's a coincidence, but yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence because they've been pretty deliberate with like the music and stuff. Fuck it, let's fight him. Let's play Raider. He's kind of easy mode, but we don't play him a lot, and it's kind of fun to mix things up and ooga booga a little bit. Oh yeah, let me fix my relics on Wilder. I don't know what the hell happened there. Yeah, what the fuck? I never used these ever. I have no idea how that happened. I don't normally use this either though. I don't know what the what whoa. No. Not that. What do we F go right now? Let's see. I don't really see the need for this one. I want one that lets me do the Great Sword follow-up flame buff thing, but I just don't ever... It's always diminishing returns with the ones I already have, or it's just nothing... Oh, here we go. I mean, the Frenzy Flame Incantation is garbage, but, I mean, 3 Vigor is fine. It's not, like, amazing, but I'll take it. Dude, Wilder has such awesome, unique effects, right? Additional skill use, the ult spreads fire and all. It's so good, where Duchesses are all garbage. I'm also wondering why they skipped Cerberus. Oh, they didn't. They didn't. They're just not, they're not doing them in order. Right? Because, like, I don't know why anyone would think they skipped it, because they did, you know, the second boss, and then they went way down here and did that boss, right? So they're clearly just not doing them in order at all. I think it'd be cool, actually, if Cerberus was the one right before the final boss. Because of his lore. I think that'd be very fitting, so I kind of hope they do that. This boss actually kind of sucks for Raider, but we'll make do. 10 dogs. Yeah, I don't think there'll be more than 3 because of the lore. But I don't know. Maybe there's a whole other dog. We'll see. That would be cool if one of the bosses, their new thing is a second boss shows up in Ornstein and Smo style. People think Pest is next. They really don't deserve that nickname when you read their lore. Like they're pretty great. Oh fuck, I didn't do my relics for him. Well, I mean that'll do. No Everjail stuff, but it's fine. Wow, they lived. It's disappointing. God, not only does the super sprint feel good, but like you don't have to hold the button down, which is just so much better. All right, where are we going? What a weird map. All right, let's go. I mean, the boss is weak to fire, although I almost don't want to take advantage of that because the boss is not that hard. It is funny to me that this has been the most divisive FromSoft game they've ever made. And, it's like my favorite. So, I mean, I guess Armored Core was pretty divisive too, which that was just stupid, but, like, I'm just gonna say it, if you're one of the people that were, like, against Armored Core, like, you're just wrong, because, like, Armored Core is, like, what kept the company alive the whole time. It's, like, what paid the bills. And they've gone on record saying, you know, mechas, they're in their blood, and it's like, it's so ridiculous being upset with them making a mecha game. Like, we never would have had Souls without Armored Core. And the game did great, so fuck them. That was so weird to me, though, seeing all the people, like, angry that we're not getting Dark Souls number 10. Oh, this game, dude. Like, everything from regular Elden Ring is just so fucking wonky and shit. Like, there's no reason that that grapple should have failed, like, at all. It's totally arbitrary. It's because, like, the where you need to be for the plunge to work, it barely fucking works. Alright, like, it's so close to not working that just, like, the dumbest shit will mess it up. Like, it just feels so ridiculous, like, when it doesn't work compared to when it does. Especially because, like, this enemy doesn't do anything interesting, right? It just stalls. It's just one of the many enemies that just waste your fucking time. Give me my roll slop. Honestly, you know, the Souls formula, I'm just kind of like whatever about. Look, what I like is the invasions and the unique multiplayer. That's really what gets me into these games. So they can change the combat formula a lot, and I'm not gonna care. Although I will say, I feel like the only games we're gonna get invasions and stuff is the mainstream, you know, Souls stuff. You know, Dark Souls 10 or whatever is really the only time they're gonna do it. I'm kind of worried they're gonna stop doing it because they're more mainstream now, and like the crying is just unbearable. Like the amount of people that like act like invasions are akin to SA, right? It's just insane. Like just the amount of like entitled baby stuff. Like the complaining about invasions has gone up every game, and like with Elden Ring, it was just crazy like how much people hated it. When it's the whole reason I like playing. Like I like being invaded, I like invading. That unique aspect just gives the game so much more life. Bro, sometimes the game is just like, how much time can I waste? I miss Covenants a lot. Yeah, I definitely miss Covenants. Base Elden Ring is just really obsessed with like making enemies that force you to just wait. Like literally no matter what, you just have to wait. Like, it's so weird to me. Right, I have no idea where this last one is. I think he pats around. Probably gonna waste too much time. This sucks. This and the Albanoryx I just find really lame. Like, where the fuck is he? This shit makes no sense. Like, you're just running in circles in the same place, and they're just not there. Ridiculous, dude. Like, he's just standing in some, like, awkward ass spot. Like, I've been over here, like, 8 times, and he's just standing in a spot where I just can't see him slightly. Fucking barely got him in time. Didn't have that hammer was probably better than what I had, but I didn't have time to look. Angie jellyfish. You can play through the regular Elden Ring without ever killing a jellyfish pretty easily. Not only that, I don't think I've ever killed a turtle in Elden Ring, and I don't plan on starting anytime soon. I hate that attack so much. Oh my god, fuck off, dude. I hate this event. Honestly, I think most of the events in Night Rain are pretty terrible. Bro, this is taking so fucking long. Why did it not attack? Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, honestly, like, I love Night Rain, but everything, like, roguelike about it is terrible. Like, so bad. Like, these fuckers need to sit down and go play Risk of Rain and shit like that. Like, they're doing so much, like, wrong. Like, the events are just, like, they're just awful. Like, they're super unfun. They generally will just, like, hurt you super bad. It just, like, fucks. You have a perfectly good run going on, and, like, you get the stupid bubble one, and you get teleported across the map, and it's just, like, it feels horrible. And you go, like, oh, man, you can regenerate your FP with a flask. Like, really? There needs to be way more stuff like Margit. Like, Pursuer should be able to spawn and things like that. The things to spice the game up are great, but like most of what they do is just make the game miserable. Like, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you lose half your life, and then you have to spend a bunch of souls to get rid of it. It's like, the fuck? Like, you have to spend a bunch of time, too. You have to, like, go out where he is. You have to stop what you're doing. And same for, like, the bubble one. The bubble one just, like, teleports you across the map. Gives you shit loot. Yeah, I figure that the DLC and things like that we'll see them, like, really adjust that kind of philosophy, and hopefully they'll improve. I'll give them this. They fixed my main issue with Elden Ring, and that is the boss design. Like, the Night Lords are designed so much better than regular Elden Ring bosses. Like, and that was such a negative for me. So, like, that's been such an awesome, like, breath of fresh air, just having good boss design again. Getting a health back from a crit would be nice. We didn't get loads done there, but hopefully it's enough. There's a couple of time travel attacks in the Night Lords, but they're not that bad, and they normally have some kind of like preceding tell, like the roar on the scorpion bug, right? He like kind of wiggles and shit before. The first time he does it, you're not gonna know that, and you're gonna get hit by it. But it's like pretty, it's a lot more reasonable than what a regular Elden Ring does. And like the final boss does like the roar, and then he does like the shoulder bash that is based, you know, is like instant, but like you get the roar tell beforehand. Yeah, those attacks aren't my favorite, but they're like acceptable. But like regular Elden Ring, it's just teleporty time travel bullshit. I love how he just, you know, he's in my face attacking, and then in the time it takes me to do my ult, he's just gone. Because this guy just has to be that way. Like, I mean, come on, dude. It's like, God, this is what I'm talking about with like base Elden Ring, just wasting your fucking time constantly. It's like weird how obsessed base Elden Ring is with wasting your time. Like, I don't understand. Like, what's the point? What do you gain out of this? Oh, that's a good item. That stance break is so good too, though, but this thing has the same AR and then has, oh man, it has kick. That would have been so nice earlier. Frenzy Chaos, 69 months. Holy fuck, dude. Thank you. I'm sure someone's gonna say nice now. It's not even slow paced, though. Like, Dark Souls 1 is slow paced, right? What they're doing is the game is very fast-paced, and then the bosses randomly do shit that just make you sit there and wait and like watch them run around like an idiot. It's like, wow, that's great. Like, there's just so much anti-aggro in Elden Ring. So I saw someone make an analogy about Burb that I thought was so good, and I love it because it uses Ninja Gaiden, and most people don't even have no one's played that game. But he was saying that the way the burp is designed, it's like, you know, you're playing a Dark Souls character and everyone else is playing a Ninja Gaiden character in a Ninja Gaiden game, which I would definitely agree with. Motherfucker. I don't think that was dodgeable. Like in this context we were in. Fucking tree spirit, dude. Bucket headbutt. A lot of characters in Night Rain can get away from that explosion. In the base game, you can't if you're in melee, which is ridiculous. But in Night Rain, you can super sprint and stuff like that. But Raider, because he has such long recovery frames, sometimes can't. But you can just headbutt and not really care about it. Which is very satisfying. Got Ifrit. Well, I hope you like Ifrit. I would say that's a positive emote, so you're probably happy with this. You know what's funny? I've seen some mainstream devs, and like for once I they're still wrong, but I can empathize with them a little bit more. But I've seen mainstream devs really confused by the Night Rain success. Because, you know, it is a lot of reused stuff, and a lot of the roguelike stuff is done so badly. But yeah, I think they're just missing, like... Because here's the thing, FromSoft legitimately is very bad at a lot of basic stuff, right? Like, their game optimization is poor, their menus are poor, their multiplayer functionality is poor, right? A lot of that stuff is messed up. And this game has a lot of, like, obvious problems, like with the roguelike design and stuff being just atrocious. But what they're missing is this game still has passion in it, right? And, you know, the basic Souls combat is still just very good. Because, like, the Night Lords, for example, are just so good. And here's the thing, if Night Rain was a mainstream game made by, like, EA or Activision or something, it wouldn't be $40. It'd be $60, $70, $80, right? They made it $40 because it is a lot of asset flipping, right? But it's asset flipping in a pretty awesome way, I would say, because it's Elden Ring in such a different context. And then the Night Lords are so fresh and are so completely new and everything. Like, that's why I think overall it's a successful game. But yeah, they were nice enough to not do microtransactions and make it $40. I'll say this, though. I wouldn't want them to do it yet. I think they still owe the player base some improvements to this game. Like, there's some, you know, lack of functionality here. But once they fix some stuff up and, you know, add a few things, I have no problem if they wanted to sell, like, you know, $5 new character. You know, that I have no issue with that at all. Like, I want the game to make money so we get more content. Like, that BlazBlue roguelike is doing new characters for like $3, and they generally make like half the new characters are free and half of them are paid, and I think that's super fucking fair. This item's nice, but now I'll take that. But people are just like really against FromSoft ever doing anything like with monetization. Fuck him. You know, at some point, you gotta just embrace the hyper armor. Yeah, my thing is, I don't have an issue with DLC and stuff. It just needs to be good, right? The DLC needs to be good, and it needs to be decent value for your money. That's like all it really comes down to. And like the base game needs to be a good enough full experience, right? Because like that BlazBlue roguelike, it has loads of unlockable characters for free. It's got loads of color palettes and stuff to unlock for free and all that kind of stuff. And there's enough like in the base game that like, okay, yeah, if they want to charge $3 for a new character, you know, no big deal. Is there a way to remove the cape on the armors? In regular Elden Ring, yes. In Night Rain, no. In regular Elden Ring, what you gotta do is, damn it, do I have time for one more? There's a cave in Limgrave, like the starting area. Is it called Limgrave? Yeah, anyway, there's a cave kind of off the shore, like to the left of where you start the game. And there's a cave there that if you beat the boss, will drop an item that lets you customize your armor. And generally, they let you remove the cape. Sometimes they let you remove plumes from helmets and stuff like that as well. Like the Knight Rider set. This is an awesome effect, but we'll take that stance damage. Like, the other one was basically a 10% damage increase, which would have been pretty sick. Okay, we're not gonna have a lot of flasks, and if there's one character that you don't want to do that on, it's Raider, but we'll just have to make do. Boy, there is not a lot out here. Everything I'd want to do is really far away. So I hope the next major game takes some notes from Lords of the Fallen that had much better customization for your armors and stuff. That would be really awesome if they would let you do that. Like, because they gave you... Basically, what Lords of the Fallen did is some of the rewards you could get from, like, their covenants, also just loot in the world and stuff, was color palettes. And you could apply those color palettes to any armor in the game. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I would like that. And then I think your starting class should basically be kind of like a character in Night Rain, right? Where it adjusts your play style, and very significantly. Probably more so than Night Rain. Like, if you have a character like Executor, he shouldn't have block. He should not have block. He should just have the parry from Sekiro on the block button. Now, obviously, those are such extreme things. You're going to have to allow people to respec. Right? Now, you can make it kind of limited, and you can only do it so much, but you're definitely going to have to let people change that if they end up not liking it. But yeah, give me these ultimates and skills and stuff. They're super great. And, like, you know, the unique mechanics. Like, let the warriors be different than the mages. And the thing is, to make spellcasting truly satisfying, it has to be that way. Like, 'cause, like, Recluse is playing a very different game, and that's good, right? If anything, it needs to be more different. Like, Recluse is another one that just should not have the block button. The block button should do something else that's unique to spellcasting. And yeah, holy fuck, those super sprint, just give that to everybody. Just, God, the game is so much better with that. 2 armaments, that's no good. Oh, I should do a mine, fuck. Because I don't think I'm gonna get a better weapon than this, so I should just make it a purple. But yeah, add super sprint, add the wall climbing. That stuff's just better. Make your starting class give you these, like, really unique playstyle options, and, like, lean into it more. I think it's too good to give up, honestly. Like, going back to regular Elden Ring, it just sounds depressing to me. Like, not having a grapple hook, are you kidding me? And, like, I especially like it when you have to make a decision, right? Like, not everyone gets a grapple hook, but not everyone gets the cool spellcaster stuff. Not everyone gets to play Sekiro. You get to pick your poison. And I just think that's so great. Like, that's such an awesome piece of, like, player customization. If you combine that with the already, you know, build customization and the stats you pick, and you have armor color changes and stuff you can do, like, that's just gonna be incredible, dude. And then for the love of God, add a green phantom. Raider, I'm not trying nearly as hard on Raider right now like I was in Duchess. I was, like, super locked in on Duchess there. And, like, Raider, I'm just, like, casually playing. And he's just so much better. He's a much, much stronger character. Having an ult, good. And, like, his skill is so busted that, even if he didn't have an ult like Duchess, it wouldn't be that bad. But then he does have an ult. Alexander the Great. Best rider. Really need any of that. Guess I don't need this either, though. My skill doesn't even cost FP. Chat, imagine not liking Fate Zero, but thinking, like, Fate Stay Night's a masterpiece. I just cannot relate to that. To each their own and all that, but I hate the dogs, they're so annoying. Yep. Pro tip though, blocking is very good against them. You just block until they shield bounce off your shield, and then the stagger from them being shield bounced will allow you to hit them without them dodging. Death by headbutt. Always like having a weapon that is good one-handed. That way, for enemies that I do want to use a shield on, then you have a good one-hander to go with it. Because some weapons are just garbage when one-handed, or they have really bad guard counters and crap like that. I really don't have good consumables right now. I hate having to click this 8 fucking times. Can you guys stop bugging me? Like, trying to loot, man. This is probably not worth it. But fuck it, I'm doing it. Didn't drop a damn thing. Need to make breakfast. Peace out. Now I want eggs. And I was just at the grocery store and I could have bought them and I didn't because I forgot. Oh, I had more time to kill random shit there than I realized. Oh, hey, there's a relic guy. Let me just grab that real quick. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Whoa. These hitboxes, dude. Boy, that fucked me up. Can I fish for some backstab? Just flask. Really sucks I didn't get a lot of flasks. If I die, that will definitely be why, because Raider does kind of require health. Huh. Would have thought that would have staggered. These like 3 enemies here are so annoying on Duchess. Not so bad on Raider. Damn, didn't get the knockdown. Dragonkin? Oh. That might be bad for us. I feel like we've had this happen before. She just hits so damn hard, it's really hard to trade with her. Jump attacks, though. Let's just not. I know what she's gonna do. Girls only want one thing, and it's disgusting. And that's fucking, like, flurry bullshit combos. Fucking Melania. Okay, that damage, though. Boy, we did not do that legit at all. That was the cheesiest answer of all time, but, okay, let's see. Honestly, the skill cooldown is pretty good, but health works on magic damage and physical damage, so I think we'll do that. I don't know, though. I have enough health. Maybe that wasn't... Yeah, negation would probably have been better, actually. Yeah, they need more night bosses that can spawn. I have no idea why there's so few. Yeah, if I'm playing with friends, we just mix up what boss we're fighting. God forbid a woman has hobbies. Jesus, super long unlockable combos, yep. They do really need to work on the variety, though. And this is the whole problem, is there's no reason for this variety, like, fail. Because there's so many bosses in, Elden Ring not being used. And there's, you know, Dark Souls 3, those enemies are very compatible, right? And, It's weird. Not only are there a bunch of bosses not being used, and then some of the good ones that they've made are hardly ever used, like Godric, the upgraded Godric and the upgraded Godskin duo. You barely ever see them. And then there's a bunch of enemy types that you never see. Some of them just aren't in the game, or they're only in the game for like one event that you never see, right? Like the Caelid birds and dogs are only in the mountaintop event, and they're barely there, so that doesn't you don't really interface with them at all. You only see the snake guys from Volcano Manor for like the pre-fight before a boss one time ever. There's just so much stuff like that where it's like, why aren't we using these things? There's so much variety to be had that requires 0 development time. So just use it, make it more random. You know, let Malekith spawn. Like, you know, fuck it. One thing I would like to see though, they need an actual hard mode, not just the boss. They need a universal hard mode, because especially when I play with friends, the night 1 and 2 bosses they're just not hard enough. They're just not hard enough. And like if you toggle on hard mode, you know, which should be aimed at people that are being more serious and whatnot, you know, friends or and whatnot, it should do like more, like maybe give them more stats when needed, or give it where there's like another enemy and things like that. Because like for example, Dancer on her own. They made her a little bit stronger in Night Rain, like she doesn't wait as much, right? She'll go from one action to the next faster, but like the attack data is the same. And like, if it's 3v1, Dancer is not ready for that shit. Like Dancer's a good boss and everything, but like, you know, and like right there when we just fought her, she needs like double the health, right? I don't even have that strong of a setup. My weapon was blue at the time, and I just dunked on her like it was nothing, right? Now sure, she can still kill me really quickly if you don't respect her moveset, but yeah, like that stuff just needs to be harder. The day 1 and 2 boss need to feel like a real boss fight. You know, there needs to be a chance of failure there, especially if you toggle on like a hard mode. But yeah, there just needs to be more like, you know, fighting 2 or 3 bosses at the same time, and like take advantage of all those bosses that aren't being used. And that'd be so cool, man, because like there's bosses from Dark Souls 1 that on their own are just not going to keep up in Night Rain, but like combo them with someone else, right? Do Iron Golem and like Fume Knight, or you know, whatever the fuck you want to do. You might want to be more selective in your decisions than what I just did, but you get what I mean, right? Like, why not use all that shit? But yeah, FromSoft needs to play an actual roguelike. Yeah, day 1 and 2 are a little hard when you're new to the game, but once you figured it out, they're way too easy. Way too easy. Especially day 2. Especially day 2. You're like so strong by then. It's just like Dancer just got so shit on there. Like Nameless King is one of the only ones that's ever a little hard. Yeah, they need to work on that. I really hope there's some kind of, because like Risk of Rain has a lot of toggles you can turn on to make the game harder. I think this game needs it. And to be clear, Risk of Rain has a matchmaking multiplayer, because I already can tell what's happening. I can see it so clear because of how they're doing hard mode and stuff. They're worried about fragmenting the player base too much, but fuck it. That's not how you make a good multiplayer experience. You need to make a good multiplayer experience, you know, first. And what Risk of Rain does is you don't look for like a specific boss or anything like that. And it's fine if you want to allow people to do that, but there needs to be a more general queue, right? You just queue for multiplayer and you get what you get. And then the people that are like trying to progress the story, they're queuing up for something specific, and that pulls in the people that are queuing up for just anything, right? And you reward people for queuing up for anything. And so like you don't make the reward like important. So like the people playing through the game the first time, they're not like, it's not a problem if they're trying to focus on the one boss, you know, they need to beat. But you incentivize it. And again, if they played Risk of Rain, they would see this, because Risk of Rain has addressed their issues with fragmenting the player base too much. You know, that they solved it, right? Very similar game to this, and they solved that problem. So Night Rain needs to figure that out, and that way it's okay that if some people are playing on hard mode and some people aren't and stuff like that. And if I remember correctly, Risk of Rain, they join your group together if it's randoms. They join the group together before the match starts, which again, FromSoft is just so bad at stuff like that. You know, FromSoft, the second your match, the game starts, and that's stupid. And what they do is they let you vote if you want to do hard mode or not, and if you want to do toggle on certain effects or not. And that's fine. That's fine. And what they should do is when it's like a random group and you queue up for just any boss, then it should vote like that. If you join somebody that's like doing a specific boss, then they can set it to whatever difficulty they want. They might have to wait a little longer for people to join, but I mean, that's no big deal. And you can always play solo. That'd be much better, because I think this game does need some like toggles to like give the enemy bosses more HP and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess you are technically grouped before picking your character, but it instantly starts, right? It instantly starts. It instantly goes to the character selection. You only have like 10 seconds. But you could use that character selection screen to allow people to vote on what toggles they want. Again, that's what Risk of Rain does, and they don't have a problem with player base, split up or anything like that. So again, these are like issues I think they're worried about that have already been solved. So they're kind of worrying for nothing. All right, off we go. Holy hell, our damage. I love this boss so much, but I have a feeling we're gonna murder it. Oh yeah. We're definitely gonna murder it. Got Scarlet Rot, already got a crit, back to full health. Oh, this is the one you need a rock, I think. Where's the rock at? Hello? Uh-oh. This is gonna be bad. Oh, maybe it's the roof one. No, it's the rock one. I tried to ult, but I didn't have it. That was weird. That was kind of bullshit that there was, I looked around and there was just no rock anywhere. Like, that's kind of nonsense. God, this music is so amazing. Okay, she did not give a shit about that. We're actually in a bit of trouble because we have so few flasks. This is one of my favorite songs FromSoft has ever made. It's so good. Okay, we're getting kind of just destroyed by the frostbite here. I can't really hit trade with that. I was really hoping to get Scarlet Rot there. Wow, that didn't stagger. I think she just has ungodly hyper armor in that move. Why am I taking damage? I like how her head keeps dropping into the frost. It's kind of messed up. Man, that was way too easy. It's so bad. I played like dog shit and I just destroyed her anyway. She barely did, like, she never even did some of her moveset. Never saw the double claw smack. Never did the ice roof. Feels bad. Yeah, I love that boss so much. So that's the one Wilder specific ability that's not that good. This is all right. I don't know. She's not really the type to really need the HP regenerating thing. The idea is not to get hit. All you really need on Recluse is damage negation at full HP. It's so easy for her to get to full HP, and then if you take less damage on the initial hit, you're not going to get one shot, and then you just heal after each time you get hit, and then like don't get hit a lot, and there you go. Yeah, that boss is just like, it's so great. It's just not hard enough, and it's really easy to kill her really quick. Hopefully the hard mode will help. The hard mode helped, it helped Gaping Jaw a lot. Like, holy hell, it helped him a lot. Horse Guy, not nearly as much. It was kind of just a side grade. So, hopefully her hard mode really, does well. We'll see. The only unit I would say that maybe would be below C tier is maybe Revenant. Like, they're not great. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably put them as like B- if I was doing a tier list. Like, they're still good enough to get done what needs to be done, but like, man, their weapon options are very small in comparison to everyone else. They are worse than Recluse at everything. Like, Recluse has a better dodge. Also has, like, because here's Revenant's thing is S scaling in Faith, but Recluse has S scaling in Faith, and has S scaling in Int, and has pretty good scaling in Dex, right? And has a better dodge than Revenant, and has a better ultimate than Revenant. So it's just like, the fuck. And then like Revenant's big thing is how she could res the whole team when they're at 3 bars, but so can Guardian. So it's just like, the fuck, right? Like, it's silly. The thing is, relics are, like... That doesn't make a character good. It makes the relics good. Right? It's like, there's some weapons in the game that are very strong. Like some of the bleed weapons you can get. But it's like, oh, the character's good if you get this weapon. It's like, yeah, no shit. Because the weapon's good. Because Revenant's unique relics are not good, right? Her, just like, maybe not as bad as this, but like, Duchess's, you know, Duchess-specific effects aren't good. And neither are Revenant's. Now, Revenants are better than Duchesses because most Duchess players don't use any of the Duchess-specific effects because they're bad. Where Revenants at least use like the like stronger one with family sometimes. But like, really, Revenant is pretty yikes. She definitely needs help. I think Duchess does too. I think the people that think she doesn't need help are just on copium, and they're just looking at the absolute best run you could ever get on Duchess and acting like that's how the character plays normally. My laptop has a touchscreen and my cat keeps tapping it. How much does it... I'd imagine the touchscreen mostly works for like scrolling, because I would think most websites and games and stuff don't really support it, right? Like so it kind of just emulate like mouse scroll, I would think. Pretty cool you can get up here. Don't think you can get any higher than that though. Let's see. Yeah, I would say, like, off the cuff, I would say Iron Eye is S. Wilder might be S too. It's just, it kind of depends on how you want to rate things. Like, if they're both being played perfectly, I would say they're both S. But Iron Eye is so much easier to play than Wilder. And also is safer, and that matters because sometimes Wilder is going to have to wait, right? You're going to be the waiting emote, right? You're just going to have to deal with the stupid bullshit and wait. Where Iron Eye never has to wait. You can always do damage to the boss. And like, I think, like, yes, Wilder is faster on the map, but Iron Eye also just gets higher quality loot for everybody. So I do, and the mark is just so broken. I would say Iron Eye is a little bit better than Wilder, but like, it is splitting hairs. Wilder is very good. And Wilder is harder to play, so like in practicality, you're going to see like less Wilders carry a lot of the time, but like in theory, they can definitely keep up. So they're both, I would say they're both S tier, but I do think Iron Eye is a bit better. And then after that, I'd probably say Raider. Like, Raider is very good. He's not as good when playing with teammates, unless the teammates are good, because if they're not keeping up their end of like the stagger damage, right, you're not getting as many like staggers as you would want that make him so good. But he's still great. He's still good. He's got a perfectly good dodge, so there's no problem. You can dodge anything you need to dodge. He's very tanky. Retaliate's amazing. If you don't understand a mechanic, you can just retaliate into it and you'll be fine. His ult's solid. It's not as good as Wilder's or Iron Eyes, but it's still solid. Still works well. It's still fine. It's a little buggy, but it's good. Got some unique shortcuts because of it as well. So I would say he's A, right? I'd say they're S, he's A. And then I don't quite put, he's got a lot of wonkery, like his skill's not even worth using, honestly. It sucks that it's like that, but the pairing is just not good enough. It doesn't matter. He's still good though, because he's got S and Dex, S and Arcane. That's amazing. Get a bleed weapon and you're godly. And he's got a fast roll. It's all you need. He's got enough health. His ult's solid. Like, he's a very good character, but I definitely don't think he's as good as these three, because like his skill's really not that great and his ult is a little wonky. But the Arcane is super strong. It's boring that's what makes him good. But I'd say he's like B+, you know, maybe A with Raider. Like, it's close, but I do think he's a bit worse than Raider. And then after that, or pretty close, I would say Recluse. Like, I'd put Recluse as like, you know, if we're not gonna do pluses, I'd say they're S, right? Wilder and Iron Eye are S. I would say Raider is A. I would say Recluse and Executor are B, and then Duchess and Revenant are C, and Bird, they're all C. I would say like Revenant and Bird are a bit worse than Duchess though. I really do think these two are worse than Duchess. Depends on context. Like, he has an actual ult, which is nice. It's just his inputs are so fucked, and like, I don't know, he might be a little bit better than Duchess. He can do some work. Like, his guard counters aren't a joke if you set him up right. His ult is very good. His ult is much better than Duchess's. Because here's the thing about Duchess. Her ult's garbage. In solo, her skill is garbage. In team play, her skill's good, especially if your teammates have the right stuff. Then it's like crazy Omega good. But yeah, the ult is just non-existent. Where like his skill is pretty good, nothing crazy, but his skill's pretty good. The upgraded version of it is very good for collecting souls, like on the roguelike part. It's just not good against bosses, but it's very good for like taking out mini bosses and camp bosses and stuff. But yeah, no, I would probably say Duchess is still a little bit better than these two, just because she does have the rewind and she has decent status effect build up and all that kind of stuff, and that's good, right? So I would say these two are the worst, then Duchess, and then these two I'd say are pretty much the same. Might give a slight nod to Executor, but yeah, they're about the same. And then Raider, and then these two are at the top. Like these two are just like Wilder and Iron Eye are definitely the best two characters. There's just no way around it. I think about Wilder, it's like it's so simple, right? He's just playing Elden Ring, right? There's nothing special with like his arcane or anything like that. You're not doing any crazy shit like that. But you get around the map faster. You can close in on the bosses faster, which is good because they run away a lot. And his ult is hit hard. Ult good, right? It's the most simple thing ever because it literally is just ult that does a bunch of damage. But I mean, what else do you want? Right? Like the ult's amazing. It just, yeah, you fuck up the boss, you contribute a lot to stagger, and that helps everybody. It's just super good, and then you move fast. Right? He's literally Elden Ring guy that moves fast and hit hard with ult, right? And that's enough to be S tier, because that fucks up a lot of the game. Yeah, it's possible that there'll be future bosses that Revenant's ult will be really good for. The thing is, even if that's the case, Burb's ult would probably be good too, because, you know, you can hold it and give everyone the defense buff if they're smart. Like, and oh my god, Revenant is not only the worst character, she's played so badly. I can count on, like, one finger how many times I've seen a Revenant use their ult well. I don't even understand. I don't play Revenant, but I know how she plays. Just don't ult unless the moment comes up. Like, they are constantly just throwing their ult out for no reason. You're just fighting the boss, you know, and then they just randomly ult. It's like, what? Right, you ult when, and then, oh god. I normally, when I play, by myself and I play with randoms, I'll check after the game if the other players were on each other's friends list and stuff like that. And I like to guess in the middle of the match, and I'm always right. I always get it right. You can just tell by the way, like, they move and act. But like I'll see, like, they'll be friends, and I remember this specifically. We're fighting Estelle, right? Estelle, whatever the fuck, you know, in the city event. And they were friends. It was a Wilder and a Revenant, and they were not very good, and they were being very stupid and wasting time. And like I was getting everything done, so I was fighting Estelle for quite a while before they got there. And so Estelle's at like half health. They show up. Wilder just instantly dies, and then she just instantly ults to res him. And I'm like, he was 1 bar, right? I'm on Duchess, I think. I was either Duchess or Wilder. I don't remember. I might have been Wilder. But either way, I can res him so easily. Like, it's just nothing. It will take absolutely no effort, and I can res him. And she fucking ulted. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? And that's always what they do. They always just ult at some random time, and then the duration wears off. Like, just don't use your ult. Just don't do it. When people start dying at 3 bars and shit, then use your ult. Right? Like, and it's so helpful at that point, right? That's the only thing that you do worth a fuck, right? So at least do that. But all the fucking Revenant players, the one thing that they're good with is their ult, and they don't use it correctly, right? They waste it completely, and then they do no damage, and they're just, like, they die all the time, and it's like, okay, great. And I'm not trying to hate on Revenant players here. Like, if you like the character, that's great, but, like, holy shit. I think like Burbs are generally way better players than Revenant players because they use their ult correctly. Just they generally will use their ult when people are at like 3 bars and need to be rezzed, and they use it for that. Or if it's like easy and they need to kill things faster, they use it for that, and that's fine too. But yeah, I find like Burb and Revenant are both kind of characters, but like the Burb players are just so much better. Oh my god, like just light years better. The next worst players though, and actually maybe the worst players are Duchess players. I don't even know why. I can't fathom it. And like I have a lot of data for this. I play on PC and on PS5. I watch streamers, right? And I talk to my friends like Lost and I know a lot of people that play Night Rain, and it's just they're so bad. They're either elitist assholes or they're just garbage, and they are the most common to like what we saw in this stream where the match starts and they just ignore the team and they run off in solo, which can be okay, but they choose very poor targets and they die and they don't get any runs for their teammates and then they quit. I have seen that with Duchess more than any other character, and it's not even close. I've like never seen a bird do that. Right? I've seen some executors do it. I've seen some wilders do it, but like I don't even see that many duchesses. But it is so common when I run into a duchess, they're just stupid or an asshole. Right? I've seen a bunch of them where they like spam emotes and don't help the team. I don't know why, but like that's always duchess players, and they're always wearing the fucking dark wraith skin, and they're just fucking morons. Executors can be pretty bad, but yeah, I see duchesses rage quit more than any other character. It's not close in my experience. Not close. Executors are pretty bad though. I will say they're like they do try to parry when there's just no reason to, and they don't like use their character well, and they do rage quit a decent amount. But yeah, I find duchesses are the rarest character in my experience. Revenant's starting to become rare though. When the game came out, she was everywhere. But I think people have just learned that she's crap. And so she doesn't get played as much. And most of them I've noticed are like happy enough to play Recluse, so they just play Recluse instead. The most common is Iron Eye. He's everywhere. He's just every fucking game. Every fucking game. I actually kind of hate it because he's just too easy and he carries too much, even if they're bad, and it's just like it's boring. He's not really fun to play with. Like he's just broken. The game is not designed around like that. I think Recluse is so much better because the game is not designed around range characters really, but Recluse is done pretty well, right? Like she's risky enough and slow enough, but then has value and played well. And like I don't find Recluses run the game at all. They're actually pretty fun to play with. Yeah, Iron Eye is really the only one that I don't like to play with. He's just not fun. He's just the bosses will stagger way too much, right? It's just too safe. It's silly. If I could delete a character, it would definitely be Iron Eye. I wouldn't though. I don't, some people like it, and if I don't like it, I can just play by myself, right? So I wouldn't actually do it. But if I had to remove someone, but yeah, I find Iron Eye boring to play and to play with. He's just blech. But he's everywhere. He's the most common. I'd say he's the most common. And then probably Executor, although he's starting to get played a bit less because so many people have just given up on it. They just can't handle it. It's not happening. But he's still decently common. And then Recluse is pretty common, and I'd say Recluse and Wild are about the same. Like they're both played a pretty decent amount. And then there's a pretty big drop off after. For some reason, Raider is kind of rare. I definitely see him more than like Duchess and Bird. But Raider's not like super common. We are all old, true. For a while there, only I was old. But now everybody is. It is something, because like I was a lot older than my average viewer when I started streaming. And then now they have become, somewhat older, and I feel really old. Like a lot of my viewers were in like high school, and they are not in high school anymore, and they're not in college anymore. They're past both. I've looked through my game history. I really pay attention to my game history, and like Duchess is the rarest on both PC and PS5 by a very large amount. I mean, it is just like they are so fucking rare. I've definitely seen more Duchess on PC though, I guess. But man, they're both just rare as fuck. Like Duchess is just really rare. I don't find Raider like crazy rare, but he's not super common either. Yeah, some of my viewers do have children of their own now. Yep, that is true. Yeah, people working lads now. I do hope at some point, like I have mixed feelings about this. I don't really ever want to do streaming professionally again. Although it was, on the one hand, it was kind of lively and that was nice, but there was just so many things about it that were not worth. I do want there to be an ongoing game though, like FGO again, that a lot of my viewers are into, because like Night Rain hardly any of my viewers are into, right? Like 5 of you are into it. So I would like something to come out that I like, chat likes, that, you know, is an ongoing game that gets updates, so, you know, we have things to talk about and things evolve and change and whatnot. I definitely hope we find another game like that again. It's been a minute. It'll probably happen eventually. We'll see. Genshin was fun at first. Obviously, I'm not a fan of that game, but it was really fun doing like Uber Eats with chat and all that, and like the challenges chat came up with. Like the kind of organic multiplayer stuff we just made up was a lot of fun. That was cool. The game wasn't like good enough though to like sustain interest, I would say. Dude, I love the sound effects when you have the hovel set on. It's such a great detail. My god, I love Night Rain, dude. Yeah, I think I beat Zerp in like 2 races ever, and then he beat me like, you know, 50 times. Godfrey.
And then I can't tell what this is because...
Oh, it's the... Oh, it's a Banished Knight, I think? Yeah, I think it's a Banished Knight from the side. I thought it was the Carrion Knight, guys, but no, I think it's a Banished Knight. Radagon, I guess. Radagon. I always say Radagon. God, love in deep space. Alright, chat, I might wrap up there, though. I'm pretty tired, and I kind of want to go eat. I know chat really does want me to play that game. I just... The fucking vertical camera and all that, I'm just like... God, I don't want to deal with all that bullshit. But I just got here. I don't even know when chat's being serious with that or not. But yeah, it's been kind of tough to stream lately. There just hasn't been enough that interests me. I'm incapable of making an entertaining stream if I'm not actually interested in the game. Like, that's just not gonna happen. That's why, like, all times the chat's ask me to play something, I don't. Because, like, I know it won't be a good stream. And I'm like, there's just no point in doing that. But, we'll find something eventually. It has been kind of, rough. Oh god, why does Mecha Break have to be in 3 days? I love Mecha Break, but like, one, I want that game to really have enough time in the oven. I love Halo, but like that would be like 5 people are interested in that. Also, I have to imagine at this point, and this is what my friends have told me that are really into first-person shooters, that anyone still playing Halo 2 or 3 at this point, you know, after this many years, is just like obsessed with the game and like you're not going to be able to just jump in and enjoy a multiplayer match, right? Everyone playing it at this point has been playing it, you know, so much, like, religiously for so long. It would take you forever to, like, catch up to that. And that's just going to be ridiculous. Like, that's going to, you die, respawn, and there's grenades raining on where you respawned, right? Like, that kind of shit. Like, just, no thanks. But I do love Halo, like, 1, 2, and 3. They were great games. And I liked Reach. I didn't like it as much, but I liked Reach. Gear is getting remake. What do you mean, like Gears of War? What do you mean? There's a lot of gear-related things out there. I liked Gears 1 and 2, but they weren't, like, mind-blowing. The only thing I, like, super liked about Gears was the Horde mode in Gears 2. That was very fun. And you could up the difficulty, and it could be very challenging. It was a great co-op experience. Me and Kai would just play it 2-player. And that was great. That was really, really good. I enjoyed that a lot. Much better replayability than Night Rain, to be honest. That game mode. Never really played Infinite. I don't care for 343 at all. So I just don't even pay attention to it. Anyways, boys, I'm out of here. I'll have to do some Recluse solos at some point. I've done it before. I don't think I've done it on stream, though. But, anyways, we will raid Cairo, and I will see you guys later. Take care.